So I think the central issue for the rising gen is whether they can measure up, given the achievements and accomplishments of the giants that came before them in their lives. And so they're always kind of looking at themselves with a picture, an image of what success looks like, one that would be very difficult to achieve. And so that's their struggle. And let me give you an example. One gentleman we know who was very dedicated to his family. His father was Indian. His father had built multiple businesses. And he was off in college and he was doing very well. And he had a business of his own. And dad approached him and said, "Can you come help me out?" And he spent a number of years in different ways helping his dad out. And, and then at one point, he went off to get his master's degree. And right before he did, his dad bought a business and he knew there was something wrong with it. So when he finished his master's degree, instead of going out and doing what he wanted to do with his life, he came back to work for his dad. He was into soccer. So at the end of a year of doing that, he went to see the World Cup. And on his way back, he opens an email, and dad had fired him in an email address. And what do you do with that? Well, it was a breaking moment, and he needed to sort out who he was again in the context. And he stopped talking to his dad and mom for 3 years. And when he finally got a position speaking at a university, he found his way back. And before he went to the university, he took a courageous step and knocked on dad's door. And dad looked at him and began to cry and said, "I never would have had the courage to reach out to you. I'm so glad you came." And from that point on, the relationship between the two of them changed because he had stood up and taken some ownership of his life.